Prior to having a stroke, I was a reporter at the Detroit News, and I tried to fight on behalf of residents every day. As a reporter, your eating habits are very bad. On a day-to-day basis, I was eating fast food. You're ripping and running all of the time. There are very few times in between your assignments, and so that meant that you ate bad all the time.
Stroke does run in my family. My father died at 53, and I was 11, and both of my two brothers have had mini strokes.
High blood pressure ran in my family. I was checking my blood pressure on my own to try to monitor it. From the outside looking in, everyone would always comment, "I wish I was you. I wish I was so thin just like you." They say you can't judge a book by its cover, and you certainly couldn't judge Darren's health by what you looked at.
It was a busy day at City Hall, a long day. We had a lot of those at the time because we were covering one of the big national stories about Detroit. The city had filed for bankruptcy. It's the largest municipal bankruptcy in U.S. history.
I told my colleague, Matt Helms, that something just didn't feel right and to get me some water.
But then the more things went on, I saw him limping on the right side, and he wasn't able to talk really well, and I thought, he's having a stroke.
From that point, it was chaos.
I talked to him and I said, "Darren, I'm not sure what's going on with you, but I think we need to call 911.
The next thing I recall is waking up in a hospital room and listening to the TV news saying that I was having stroke-like symptoms in Detroit City Hall. I was in the hospital about 2 months. It was a very aggressive physical therapy. They learned very quickly that I wasn't a typical patient.
Over the course of a few weeks, I was able to help him improve his balance so that he was able to stand up with the help of a walker. We worked a lot on strengthening his right leg and arm so that he was able to accept weight on that side to help improve his walking.
I never tried to put limits on what I could and could not do. I never really questioned why me and how can I make the best out of a bad situation. I can't go back. What's up, everybody? Just wanted to give you the latest round of I Want You Back. I created a YouTube channel at the request of my physical therapist. It dawned on me that this would probably be a good way of getting people to track my progress. There are a lot of people who hear about people having strokes, but they never really see people going through a stroke recovery process on a day-to-day basis. You really have to just monitor what you do. Doesn't mean that you can't enjoy life. Doesn't mean that you can't enjoy your food. It just means that you have to do things in moderation in order to bring the longevity that you want in your lifetime.
Anybody who's a journalist goes into that career because they want to explain what's going on, and if need be, we want to uncover wrongdoing.
If I can help 1 or 2 or 20 people change their life situation, then I've done my part. I use that same philosophy to educate them about their health and to making their health better.
I'm just glad that Darren is getting involved with both the American Heart Association and the American Stroke Association. This is not only helping him, but it's helping others as well.
People need to know the signs of a stroke because every minute counts. If you see drooping of the face, if you see limpness in an arm on one side or the other, those are telltale signs.
There are tons of people who have seen my situation, and they have said that their situation has changed their lives. And that's all I set out to do, is to change someone's life